What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a very special TV review. And of course, you'll probably guessing by the footage playing in the background as well as the opening little sequence. You'll probably know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Castlevania. Well, I'm going to talk about Castlevania 3, all right? Because I've talked about the first two seasons in the past. I've talked about previous TV show seasons in the past. So why not talk about this one? Because this has been the most polarizing one, as well as this one review that I've been trying to get to. But of course, as you know, a lot of things got away with me. Not just the quarantine, just some other stuff that's been going on. But finally, after much wait, I decided to finish season 3 because believe it or not, by the time the quarantine started, I was halfway through the season. So I'm glad I was able to finish up the season about just the other day. So finally, let's talk about this season. So a lot of people are saying this is probably the worst. This is probably the best. It depends on how you feel. So once again, it's a split audience. Okay, so I'm not gonna like sit and give like a thumbs up or a thumbs down rating. I'm gonna do something different for this season. Because I believe some people have told me is like if you watch any show in the past, like you can tell which seasons were good and which seasons were terrible or not a train wreck. Okay, and of course if you go review them, might as well break it down by season. Okay, that way you can give your overall thoughts, because you give your overall thoughts of the season, which I kind of did for Hawaii Five-0, because I've been watching it for a long time. I wanted to like lump all together, but for this one, it's a little different. So now I just want to talk about season 3, okay? So what I'm going to make it different is that I'm going to talk about what I love about it and what I hated about it, okay? So first, let's talk about the things that I loved about it. One, I liked Trevor's new look. I think it was pretty cool. I was like, all right, well, nod to both his friend Alucard as well as a nod to Dracula, because as you can tell by the stuff behind me, because pays some homage to that character. The fact that hey, this is one of the guys that slayed Dracula, even though most of it was Alucard, but you get the point. So I kind of like that. Kind of brings a little cool, interesting thing to him. Let's see, another thing that I liked. I really liked some of the new characters. I liked the character of Saint Germain. I thought he was a unique character. He was kind of fun. He was like a bit of a comic foil relief to most of these characters. Let's see, another thing that I liked. Holy shit. I kind of liked the Legion character. Oh my god! I mean, I'm talking about that. I mean, not the Legion. You know what I mean? It's the one most iconic bosses in the Castlevania franchise. If you're not familiar with it, you can really look more into the lore of it. But supposedly it's based on an actual, based on mythology, like this ball of human flesh all these things, of course, conjured up by this dark magician. If you've seen from it. Which, by the way, here's another thing I want to point out to that character. I feel like it's more of I feel like that's gonna be a precursor to maybe, I don't know, to maybe a future season. Who I'm talking about? Draft. Yeah. But anyway, sorry about that. But of course, you get my point. What's the another thing that I liked about it? Well, fucking Lenore. Oh my god! I mean, just look at her. I mean, how? Oh my god! How conniving and conceited, and oh my goodness, this I could describe in so much detail how great this character was. Like, my opinion, kind of puts Carmella to shame, because a lot of fans love her. There's a small percentage that hate her, but oh my god. Like, so Honora completely overshadows Carmella. And of course, you can kind of tell that they set up for some tension between her and her sisters in the last episode. Spoilers if no one has seen that. So I kind of like that, but my goodness. And yeah, like everything else that I liked about it. Let's see, the music was good. Let's see, the pacing was a little awkward, which is one more of a con. So it's kind of like in between. So the con is, I feel like, once again, just like any anime, I feel like there was a shit ton of filler episodes. It feels like, why did we need all these filler episodes? Because I know they were trying to build character depth, and I get that, but you really don't need filler episode after filler episode in order to build up to the final climactic part of the season. I feel like the first part of the season was just slow and drawn out and nothing happening, but I feel like the last part was really, really good. Now to more other things that I hate about it. Let's see. Well, I don't like what they did to the character of Hector, because I've said this before. If we're done with the Castlevania 3 story arc, we should be going into the Curse of Darkness story arc for any of the video game aficionados out there that feel like, oh, yes, they should be following the actual canon of the games. We should be doing that. And we didn't, and I feel like, what the hell? They kind of just threw that out the window. So they essentially just they just destroyed Hector. They made him look good in season 2, but now it just completely reduced into just a shell, a pathetic slave to Lenore. Which of course kind of adds into like what I said about Lenore. It's like how she was able to manipulate Hector. But then again, it kind of butchered him. It's like, come on. So I feel like that's gonna be a setup to what's gonna happen in 4th season, which, by the way, I'm really happy for. So yeah. I hope they make Hector turn out to be a real badass, because he's the main protagonist in Curse of Darkness. Okay, for any gamers out there that know where I'm going with this. And then, of course, I want to talk about the monkey in the room, the vampire orgies. What the unholy shit were they thinking? Okay, do we really needed this? Okay, yeah, especially the one with Alucard. What the hell were they thinking? I felt like it was unnecessary. They could have taken that in any other different way. What the hell were they thinking? So yeah, I felt like it was a little over sexualized for some things. I was like, another thing is, really, the full grade nudity? I mean, come on. We really don't need it. It's unnecessary. If it pertains to the plot, then it makes sense. But here, it's just the gratuitous things, which we don't need. Okay, more shit that we don't need. I feel like that's what kind of killed it for this season. Well, for some fans, so that put me off. But at least everything else was working for it. Okay, Hector. And well, besides the butchering Hector, at least Isaac kind of looked a little strong. But then again, he's still coming off as kind of, the petulant, he's his wrath, his vengeance kind of thing. We get that. Which, by the way, that was a pretty cool highlight between him and that night creature that he was talking to, who was supposedly a Greek philosopher. Who is it? Well, I don't want to spoil it. Go check out yourself. All right. So overall, yeah. So those are my feelings for the show. I just hope they can write all this shit that they hurt for this season and just make the right and right the wrong for the 4th season. I'm happy that there's a 4th season coming, because I feel like part of it was kind of a waste of time, because I feel like this was starting to hit the anime tropes of, okay, filler episode things that we don't need. Okay, Jesus Christ, you've heard many people talk about this before. Even when I talked about it during my anime month, is like, that's one thing that I hate when it comes to like popular anime. Even Dragon Ball Z or even anything. Okay, they really, really, really should butcher that idea. Okay, they really gotta do it. But if it's just to give more backstory, more expo to the thing, then I can understand. Okay. But no more filler episodes, okay? Hashtag end that trope, all right? Okay, so enough of my gripes, enough with that. Okay, so those are my feelings on the 3rd season of Castlevania. If you're excited for Castlevania 4, thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel. So stay tuned for some more awesome, exciting videos. Hope you guys are doing well during this quarantine, and I'll see you later, all right?